Hey guys, this is DJ Wolf here. I was thinking about a couple of things, man. And I've talked about it before, but this is involving how Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax out here in Virginia is getting railroaded, not only by a woman who's falsely accusing, who's allegedly falsely accusing him of sexual assault, but people in his own party. Let's talk about this, man, because not everybody who you think is your kind is your friend, and vice versa. That's both in black and white. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys, let me get started here. As you know, just a few days ago, Justin Fairfax, the lieutenant governor and heir apparent to the governorship in Virginia, was thrown under the bus a few days ago amidst allegations against Governor Northam for wearing blackface in 1984 in a picture that was found. Now, since that time, Northam initially had admitted to doing it, and then a day or two later he backpedaled and said it wasn't him. He flat denied and said he wasn't going to resign. Okay? But there's been mounting pressure from many Democrats for him to do just that. Okay? Then the Attorney General, who actually was trying to get him to resign, later recanted what he was involved in with his own controversy with blackface, and decided to double down. And turn around later and said, you being caught being in blackface, does that stop you from governing and all that other bullshit? That's just him saving face at this point because he got caught. Now he wants to talk about does it stop you from governing the state and all that shit. And of course, knowing if Governor Northam steps down, guess who will be the heir apparent to take over? Right, the black lieutenant governor, Justin Fairfax. And of course, we know since that time, some woman who he had a liaison with, now years later, many years later, some 13 some odd years later, says, he sexually assaulted her. Of course, the lieutenant governor Fairfax says, no, that's not the case. It was consensual. And there was a story came out a few years ago about that, and found out that the whole story that she did was fabricated. It had already been proven by a story in the Washington Post. So this GOP newspaper, or whatever it is, magazine, whatever it is, but publication, have reported that it brought the story back out. Yeah, right around the same time that that this situation was unearthed about Governor Northam. See, what I'm saying is that the people who you think are your kind, being the Democrats, aren't your friends any more than the Republicans are. And neither are some black people. Some black people, when it come right down to it, man, they'll sell their own mama on the street corner if it meant them getting butter biscuits. In essence, that's what this woman did to him, Justin Fairfax. And knowing that he's the heir apparent of the governorship, of course, because the white man is being pressured, now they're going to throw pressure on the black man for something he actually didn't do versus Northam for something he did do. Ain't that a bitch? You know, and I've been noticing that in the media a lot, man. You know, like, and I meant to talk about that too. Liam Neeson, the Welsh, I think British Welsh-born actor, who's been in a bunch of action movies for the last 30 years that I know of, and he has a new movie coming out. The name escapes me, and I don't care. But he has a new movie coming out. All right. And the new movie is coming out. What are these fools doing? I am. It's an action movie, of course. Now, he recently was in an interview talking about how a female, a friend of his, had been raped by a black guy. All right. Now, mind you, she said black guy raped her. So, I don't know if she ever called the police about it or whatever. He talks about how he went in to take law into his hands and look for the suspect or suspects. And the only thing was on his mind at the time was to get revenge for his friend against a black man. And he wasn't specific about what black man was doing it. Gosh, y'all people here, man. That's the thing. Was never specific about it. Never once specific ever. Not one time was he ever specific about this, that, or the third. Man, you had to be coming around here. And I gotta get over too. Jeez. So, my thing of it was, he was adamant about doing just that. He didn't care if the guy was guilty or innocent. And he had no proof of what black man did what to this girl or his friend of his. And he's going to go on the warpath anyway. You know, he had no proof of anything about what actually happened. That's the thing that really trips me out, man. You know. But I'm thinking, and this happened, this incident took place some 40 years ago, from my understanding. So why 40-some-odd years later he's talking about this? Yeah. And then here's the other thing. The media just loving him up. Oh, he's such a hero. He's a real-life hero. Blah, 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 blah. Because he was about to take on crime against some black man that he didn't know that did anything or not. Some random black man. That's what he said. He actually said that. You know, so it goes to show you how racially biased this country is in terms of black men. You know, and they're willing to buy into the hype of a Hollywood actor who said about an incident that he was involved where he was just looking to kill any black man. You know, to get revenge. Like a vigilante going berserk. Yeah, he sure as hell did. That's what his very intention was. You know? His very intention was to do just that. Inflict bodily harm. And he didn't really care. But yet, instead of the media condemning him for saying, you know, you just wanted to kill anybody. That's like somebody saying, oh yeah, some Jewish guy raped my 5-year-old kid. And I want to take revenge on all Jews. And now they're gonna make me a hero? No. That ain't right at all. How the hell am I gonna be a hero for something and you don't even know who the person it was that did it? On top of that, you know, you didn't call it, may not have called the authorities. Well, this was the same thing. You know. And y'all gonna call him a hero for that? Y'all go fuck yourselves. Who's saying that shit? He was a hero. He ain't no goddamn hero because of that. He's a racist guy wanting to fuck up black men because of something that happened to his woman, and he don't even know who the fuck did it in the first place. He's just gonna take his anger, frustration out on any black person because of what some guy did that he don't know about. You know? Something else I noticed in the media too. Kamala Harris, they haven't been talking about her. You know why they ain't been talking about her? Because they know for every time that she's throwing up talking about how great of a candidate she's going to be, there's a lot of pressure. It's telling you, and the focus will be people not wanting her to run. But that's another whole story. I'm actually, truthfully, I'm sick of talking about her. I'm gonna tell you, Cory Booker's no better. I'm not a fan of his either. You know, after what I heard him talk about, you know, all these candidates want to be part of a rainbow coalition to sing "Kumbaya." You know, they want to cater to a broader audience. I noticed that too. I was watching the Kamala Harris town hall speech, and she really is not about real issues that affects us in our community as African Americans. She don't give a damn, and it's so obvious that she don't. But people try to cape you into believing that she is, and she is not. She really isn't. You know, and you know she tries to generalize, but she doesn't. You know, but when it comes to certain people who are affected by certain issues, she's right on point. But when it comes to us as African Americans, people, no, she's not. She's never been direct, not once. Not when it comes to that. And you're gonna get over that. I hate these non-driving people out here in the morning. I really, really, really do. Oh my God, I can't drive worth it. Well, anyway, but you know, it's a game people play out here, man. It's a real nasty game that people play. This traffic is annoying me, man. They changed the traffic pattern out here. The bad part about it, there's 3 main exits that they changed, and they blocked all 3 of them off. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. You know, 3 main arteries to get to a main thoroughway, and they blocked them off. They couldn't pick the worst time to do it. And I'm thinking, why don't y'all do this on weekends? Or do it, you know, during like the light summer months when everybody's out of town or something, man. They pick now to do this when everybody's back. Yeah, that's another whole story. But I don't know, man. You know, voting now, this thing with the Democratic Party putting out all these so-called people of color and others who supposedly are going, they think should represent you, aren't going to represent you. They just not, and they just will not, and they won't. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it at all. No way, no how. I'm just not. I want to. I like to. But it's just not in the cards, people. It's just not. So, but my thing is, to make a long story short, not everybody you think is your friend is your kind. And that's in black and white, people. For real. That is literally in black and white. Everybody your friend ain't your kind. You might think they might be. You might think they could be, but they're not. Not none. Oh, God. I drive here, man. None of them. They're not your friend. They never were. They won't be. They haven't been. You know? And that's kind of, you know, the bottom line is, man, if you're going to vote, we got to put our own type of candidates out there, man. People who want to represent our interests based on their upbringing. You know what I mean? People who know deep down from where they started. And we talking about people who came up from the struggle. You know, not just these Kamala Harris or Cory Bookers or Barack Obamas. You know, I'm talking about like the guys who might have been called Pookie or Ray Ray, who grew out of that scenario from Pookie and Ray Ray from the hood and knows what it is to struggle. Those are the kind of cans we need out there. But also the same kind of cans that can't be bought to sell out their community. Those are the cans I'd vote for. But until then, I'm going to wait and see. This is DJ Wolf, and this is DJ Wolf Live. Of course, if you want to talk about my comments, matter of fact, share your comments in my YouTube channel. Rate and subscribe. Spreaker, if you want to listen to all my podcasts, including the on-demand episodes, go to Spreaker.com/DJ Wolf. And, of course, my YouTube channel, for those Spreaker listeners on here, it's called DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys? That's all I got. Got more shit on the back burner later. I'm out.